Hey YouTube, Kira Qualia here, bringing you guys my Liberator Monarch Sanctuary Alfred Gold Paladin deck profile for October 2014. It's a really fun deck. The main concept of the deck is to use Monarch Alfred to combat the Link Joker's lock ability. You can also use his ability when fighting other clans just to fill up your field consistently and hit high numbers using Alfred with his own ability and Blaster Blade. So we'll go ahead and give you guys the deck profile. I run 4 Liberator Monarch Sanctuary Alfred. He is your main grade 3 of the deck, and his ability is, he has 3 abilities. He has an ultimate break, a limit break, and a continuous effect. The ultimate break is when Blaster Blade Liberator is placed on rearguard from your deck, this unit gets plus 10,000 and an extra critical. This is the ultimate break, so you have to be at 5 damage when you do this skill. His limit break is you counterblast 3, Soul Blast 2, move all of your rear guards and lock cards to the top of the deck, then look at the top 5 cards of your deck and call Gold Paladin rear guards to the field with those 5 cards. So basically, like I said, his skill is used to combat the Link Joker. If you have 3 lock cards on the field because of the Link Joker, you can use Monarch Alfred's ability, so you counterblast 3, Soul Blast 2, move all the lock cards, and including any other rear guards you have to the top of your deck. Then you check the top 5 cards of the deck and place them down in any position that you want. This ability, in my opinion, is more consistent than Garmor, basically because with Garmor you have to call a unit and then use the ability once again. Monarch Alfred, you get to look at the 5 cards at the exact same time, meaning you can arrange your columns and rear guards in a more favorable manner, if you would like to put it that way. I also run 4 Liberator of Bonds, Gancelot Zenith. Zenith is just good for late game. He's great for finishing with the 4 attack ability of his. And along with Alfred, since Alfred has a CB3 ability with Zenith's 1 CB ability, meaning it's not too big of a cost to use Zenith late game after Alfred. So after you get Alfred's effect off, your rear guards are full, you can later ride Zenith and use his ability to finish off your opponent. For grade 2s, I run 4 Blaster Blade Liberator. He is the main grade 2 of the deck, basically because a lot of effects revolve around him, including Monarch Alfred. And now with the deck having the grade 1 that is able to unflip damage when Blaster Blade is called to rearguard, meaning this deck isn't as counterblast heavy as it used to be. Albeit you still use a lot of counterblasts, but you're able to unflip damage very easily with this card and said grade 1 that we'll get to in a little bit. Plus I also run 4 of the 12k attackers, Liberator of Royalty Fallon, pretty standard in the deck, great rearguard column power, and 3 Liberator Star Rain Trumpeter. Once again, another card that works with Blaster Blade Liberator. You choose a card named Blaster Blade Liberator from your drop zone or soul and put it on the top of your deck when this unit is placed on rearguard. If you have a Gold Paladin Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, shuffle your deck, look at the top card, and call it to rearguard. It's a very easy effect to get off running 4 Blaster Blades. You're almost always guaranteed to have a Blaster Blade Liberator in the drop zone or in your soul. I really like the soul ability, so you don't have to just rely on the drop zone and you don't have to soul blast your Blaster Blade Liberator to use the effect. And plus it really helps out with rearguard consistency, giving you a rearguard for almost nothing. For grade 1s, I run 4 of the Damage Unflipper, 4 Liberators. When your Blaster Blade Liberator is placed on rearguard, if you have a Vanguard or Liberator in its card name, choose a card from your damage zone and turn it face up. The one thing that makes this card a lot better than Dorant is the fact that you don't have to call your Blaster Blade Liberator in the same column as Paladin. You can have this card behind your Vanguard, call Blaster Blade Liberator, and unflip your damage. They limited that in the way they had to specify you have to have a Liberator Vanguard. I'm not sure if that's exactly making this card fair. It's super broken, plus the fact that it's a 7k, meaning you have some pretty powerful columns on rearguard when you use this as a booster. Plus, I use 4 Brunos. This guy with Monarch Alfred's ability is crazy. When a Gold Paladin is placed on rearguard from the deck, if you have a Vanguard with Liberator in its card name, this unit gets plus 3,000. So if you call this unit from the top of your deck with Alfred's ability, not including himself, he'll be getting a 12,000 power boost. Meaning if you put this card behind Alfred, that's going to be one insane column to be attacking with. And I also run 2 Physical Force Liberator, Zeron. His ability is you put this unit into your soul when it's placed on rearguard from the deck. If you have a Gold Paladin Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and search for a Gold Paladin with Liberator and its card name among them. Call it to rear, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Basically great if you have too many grade 1s on the top of your deck. Zoran allows you to, 1, replenish the soul, to reuse Alfred's effect, and hopefully hit something better with the top 3 cards you check, which I only like running 2. He's really all needed in this to search out. Plus, for Perfect Guards, I really prefer the Perfect Guard in this deck over the Quintet Wall. 1, save your counter blasts for the more important ability, and unlike the Zenith deck that I showed you, there's really no cards that bonus off of putting cards back in the deck besides Star Rain Trumpeteer. So I really don't want a Quintet Wall just to get my Blaster Blade Liberators into the drop zone. There's a lot faster way to do it. For grade 0s, your starter is Liberator Cheer Up Trumpeteer. I just prefer this starter in my opinion. She really helps with Alfred's power boost, and plus you don't minus off of her. I simply put her into the soul with Monarch Alfred and then use his ability. So along with making up for losing her, I also get a free new rearguard with the top 5 cards of the deck, plus her plus 3,000 boost for every rearguard I call with Monarch Alfred. She is the one reason he will hit so hard. Using her along with Bruno's as a boost, the numbers you'll hit are crazy. And if you call a Blaster Blade Liberator, you're just going to be even plussing more with that extra critical and 10,000. And then for triggers, I run 4 crits of Stark Liberator, 4 Epona, so 8 crits in total, 4 heals, Elixir Liberator, I am sorry, I cannot talk today, and 4 Armed Liberator, Gwydion. So yep, that is it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy, and Kira Quali out.